All right, everyone, we're continuing our Final Fantasy II journey today. We went through the, whatever that was, the snow cave, the ice cave last time with Joseph. He protected us from grim death by single-handedly stopping a boulder and presumably being crushed by it in the aftermath. And so now very despondent, maybe a little dejected, but with the goddess's bell in tow, we need to go ahead and head back to Altair and see what our next objective is. A lot of backtracking on this game. I did a little bit of grinding, so you wouldn't have to see that, but this will be a slightly long trek back, so I imagine many battles ahead. We'll see how our guys are equipped. Furion with the ancient sword. We have mithril axes on Maria and Guy. And we got, right now, over 10,000 gil. Nothing to buy right now, but, you know, that could very easily change if we head into any new shops or cities. First thing we need to do is head to Salamander, where I think I've bought everything that we would want or need from a standpoint of spells, magic, all of that stuff. And we're using the Snowcraft, which again, I think you only really use it once. This is really the only place that it has any purpose. So, say goodbye to it, because I don't think we'll be coming back here. I don't remember if there's any reason to. I'm gonna say no. And as such, say goodbye to a lot of our snow-themed monsters. We'll make our way around here. We'll probably actually take the airship out today, as opposed to just running around aimlessly. We've done plenty of walking on foot, I think, as far as being able to help us get powerful and situated. Obviously, we're overpowered, and a lot of these battles are just nuisances rather than helping us in any meaningful way, especially Goblins and Goblins company here. Alright, come on. Yeah, we're seeing plenty of them. We want to get another person added to the party, though. That's for sure. That's something we're going to be looking at. So welcome back to Salaman. Let's go check. Joseph's family should be here. We have to maybe break the news to the wife and daughter. Poor Joseph. I'll look after Nelly in his place. I know that would make him happy. Okay, so they've gotten over this pretty quickly. What does Nelly say? She's sad. Calling for her daddy. Yeah, he's not coming back. Okay, well, nothing I can do about it. He died doing what he loved. Stopping rocks from killing us. Joseph's dead, isn't he? How do they all know? No, not Joseph. Don't let Joseph's death be in vain. You have to get that bell to Kashuan. Well, we're gonna go to Altair first. I don't know if you heard me at the beginning of the episode there, buddy, but I hear there's a weird bird-like creature called a chocobo living in the forest south of Kashuan Keep. That's something to keep in mind. Chocobos, I do believe, make their debut here. Okay, so a lot of you people are saying the same thing. That's fine. Okay, we have to now make the long, and it is long, trek back to Altair real quick. This is where it probably would have been handy for me to maybe take a boat, or actually, let's go, let's just, where's the, are they in Poft? I think the airship is in Poft. Let's just take the airship back. We can do that. That'll save some time, right? Oh no, I think it's over here in, let's just walk back. We'll figure it out. Hold on, I think it is down here. We're gonna look real quick. It's not taking that much time off of our, it's not like there's a timer here. It's more time you get to spend with me, which is, you know, great for all of us. Yeah, he's here. Okay. Yeah, we want to go to Altair, please. 700 gil! Okay, well, you know what? It saves us a little bit of time. So the airship appears. It's going to haul us back over to Altair. We're going to use it again, probably to head to Kashuan. Let's go talk to everybody. We know the drill. Hilda's going to tell us some stuff. We're going to tell her some stuff. We're going to take a poll of the temperature around the town. All right. She said, we bought that bell with Joseph's life. Okay, well, I'm glad you recognize that. We cannot let his death be in vain. You must take the bell to Kashuan Keep at once. Okay? Is that it? Using the goddess's bell, you should be able to break the seal. Right now, time is our enemy. Sid and I will meet you outside the keep when you're done. Okay? Let's talk to everyone else since time is of the essence. After all that, they finished the dreadnought anyway. Incidentally, I believe the king had something to tell you. Okay, I think people are generally saying the same things. Go talk to the king, though. Again. Oh, what's Minwu says? The king's illness goes far beyond the physical. There's little I can do. I think we talked about this already. Gordon would know where the bells. Okay, yeah, we've already done this. Let's see. Does he have something new to say? So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered to the Empire. No. The whereabouts of the bell were known only to the Kashuan royal family. Okay, we're not learning anything new here. I think we need to. I think we need to head to Kashuan Keep. And we should be able to do that relatively easily. We're looking for Gordon, obviously. So we do need to backtrack a little bit. We're going to go back to Kashuan. Or, I'm sorry, we're going to go back to Poft. We'll take the quickest route there, which is we're going to take the boat. We got extra income. We have, you know, some FU money. So why don't we just spend a little bit here to make this easier on ourselves. We'll start here. Head in. 32 gil. He's got the boat ready. We step on the... Well, we attack 2 hornets, and then we'll step on the boat. Excellent. The boat will take us to Poft, and I believe we can get Sid to take us in his fancy airship to this Kashuan place. So let's head in here, and we'll talk to his underling real quick. Can I interest you folks in a ride? Yes. 400 to go to Kashuan. The other reason I'm doing this is I don't remember where Kashuan is, and I don't want to... if I knew, I probably would have just walked there, honestly. But, you know. Okay, so... Up we go. Okay, so it's east. There's deast. Didn't mean to rhyme. Okay, I figured it's down here in this circle thing. Okay, very, very nice. Let's head inside and see what we can do here. Alright, some new music. We got a pretty deserted castle. We're already in battles. More of the same. Vampire Thorns, Leg Eaters, just in greater numbers. Not something we're not used to here. We'll dispatch them quickly. Obviously, we're focused on the story, so we want to know what's going on here. Alright, so we have, it looks like some type of flame here. Let's see what we do with that. So this is the Sunfire. I think we've heard a little bit about this. Not just any normal torch. But first, let's go to this door, which is locked. And this is where we use the old goddess bell. As the clear tone of the bell rings out, the lock opens without a sound. Let's head inside. And up the stairs, and here's someone. It's Gordon. He says he came to retrieve the Sunfire. I thought I was the only one left who could open the door, he says. I'd meant to look for Eagle's torch, but it's a monster's den in here. I can't keep going on my own, and I can't return empty-handed. I've got an idea. Why don't you join us? I don't know what to do next, he says. And Maria says, you know your way around the keep. You think you could help us find our way through? I'm sorry, he says. The keep is riddled with secrets. I wouldn't know my way around any better than you. But I do want to fight. God, this guy's so emo. Will you let me come with you? Yeah, that's what we were implying earlier. Alright, Gordon's in the party now. Obviously, this is another temporary member. He will not be a permanent part of our party. But let's see what he's working with. Level 2 on everything, not bad. 22 on everything, not bad. Obviously, we're way more leveled than he is. And he's got some bronze stuff, so we can, like, kind of equip him a little bit better. Since he came with a spear, I'll throw a spear on him. Like, why should we mess with him? Okay. Let's head out of here right now. We got some other stuff we want to do. Oh, we got some more monsters here. Oh, hang on a second. Alright, never mind. We're going back into the keep. I'm looking at a walkthrough for the Dawn of Souls versions, which has extra dungeons, and it's saying, oh, you can go do this now. We don't... So there's like... I was looking at a section where they're like, take Gordon, have him leave the keep. No, we're in the keep. We're here. Okay, so we do want to go... I'm going to keep walking back and forth like an idiot. We want to continue on. Okay, so we have what we need, which is Gordon. We're going to head east. We're going to go down the stairs, and then we're going to head straight to the south. And remember, we have the map here. We see a chest. We're going to go grab it. Fighting enemies along the way. Let's see what your combat skills like, bro. Poke him. Give him a nice poke. So far, so good. And we got a cure tome. Okay. Let's head back up. We got a couple balloons here. Let's see, can we kill them with attacks? Are we good enough to do that? Okay, because I don't want to be wasting magic if I can avoid it. More soldiers and balloons. Enemies are starting to drop items, which is really nice. We're going to head down there, ignoring that door. Another preemptive strike of some vampire thorns and leg eaters, which look very similar to one another. That's what we call a palette swap, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. We're going to head up these steps. This is why the auto battle button is fantastic. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. I think we need to go this way. I saw a chest in the northeast corner. We have an ogre. Wow, one hit on that guy? Oh, he dropped 150 gil. That's very nice. And then some wraiths. I'm gonna bet. Let's try something here. Just for funsies. They're undead, so we can kill them with curative magic, which is just so cool. Never gets old. Alright, we got a chest up here. We'll switch back into attack mode for now. These guys have a little bit more HP. Nice. Alright, 500 gil. Let's take these steps down here. Oh, shadows. Again, the close relative to the wraith. Probably die in the same way. We're just going to attack them, though. People are dropping a lot of gil, which is very, very nice. And the were-rat. Oh, awesome. Don't poison us, please. Onward we go. And now we're on the 3rd floor. Keep following the windy path around. Okay, we're gonna go right. A land turtle. Let's see how this goes, because I know that these guys are pretty strong. Okay, we actually were able to attack it. I was getting ready to cast like an ice spell on it. And then over here is a chest. We have a monster in a box. It's a bunch of were-rats. Just for fun, let's go ahead and cast some of our fun magic on them. Wow, that did almost nothing. What about Blizzard? Okay, that was slightly better. 712 gil is nice. What's our prize? A golden shield. Let's equip that on our boy Furion here. That's very nice. Ooh, the nice golden shield action. Okay. Let's see where we want to go. I guess back this way? Alright, Gordon leveled up his shield and spear. Good job, my friend. Again, you'll never reach our levels of power, but it's good to know that you are becoming somewhat viable here. Just gonna get rid of these guys quickly. Just like that. Might as well use some magic at least. We spent all that time leveling it up, so... keeps things interesting. Oh, that was an abysmal hit, Gordon. Come on, dude. You got to do better than that. Let's head to the 4th floor now. Oh, man. Now, this one we may have to use magic against, I'm thinking. Yeah. He's not having any of this. I'm pretty sure he's weak to ice. So we'll cast a focused blizzard spell on him. That should do the trick. Let me look at the map here. Okay, I think we want to go to this door right here. Oh, we're getting attacked by an ogre and a mage ogre. Ooh, that hurts. A little bit of magic. Like, that's not insignificant. Definitely want to take care of him first, I think, and then go for just the standard ogre at that point. Okay, it makes us stronger. We'll head into here. And we have 3 chests. We got a mithril axe, which we have a ton of those. A werebuster. What are you? Come back to you. And a mithril sword. Yeah, let's bust out the werebuster, and then we'll switch you to the ancient sword down here, since that's what we've kind of been rocking. See how these work for us. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Head out of this room. I'll take a look at the map again. Okay, I think we went ahead. You continue west and south at the northwest corner. Okay, yeah. And we're ambushed by an adamantoise. We're going to cast Blizzard on him again. Juicy. And Gordon's levels go up yet again. We like that. Oh, we've been ambushed. Alright, yeah, we're pretty good on these, we're pretty good on these, shields right now. Take care of them for almost 200 gil. We'll head up to the 5th floor. I see a chest. I'm gonna go grab that chest. Let's head that way. And another one of these. I am glad we leveled up Blizzard, I will say that. Thank you very much. To the chest. It's another trap. Oh, we have some mines and balloons. Let's cast a combo of fire and thunder. You guys can just attack. I would hope these are leveled up enough to get most of them in one go. Love the animations. Very cool. Wow, a whopping 838 gil and some golden armor. Oh yeah, Furion is looking real nice. All right, let's head to this door over here in the corner. Looks like the Werebuster is a pretty solid weapon. Oof. Taking some damage there. Oh, we got a blind tome. That's big. That may be something we end up using in the future. 3 items here, a mallet, an antidote, and eye drops. What about these guys? Can we just attack them? These ghasts? I'm feeling they can paralyze us if they land an attack. Luckily with our shields, they haven't really been able to. 600 gil. How much gil we rocking right now? It's got to be a good bit, right? 17,000? Okay. Where do we want to go? Bottom left corner, I think. $750 gil. Wow, we are going to be rich coming out of here for sure. Not bad. Some great spending money for us. Some fantastic random encounters. And we got 500 gil from that battle as well. Okay, now we're back onto the 4th floor. Let's see what's inside. It looks like a boss fight. Gordon says, oh, I'd heard there was a monster guarding Eagle's torch. Now I've seen it with my own eyes. It's a red soul. Okay. I'm going to assume it's weak to Blizzard. I don't know this. We're going to try it. Nope, it's absorbing our spells. That's not the way to kill it. Okay. We might just be doing some old-fashioned attacking. Oh, ho, 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 look at this. Holy moly. Okay. Let's not panic. Let's just do some damage here. I'm gonna bust out a cure spell on us. Continue to attack with Furion, though. Have Maria cast the cure spell. Okay, we got him. We got him. 37 gil. Not that exciting. But it looks like we have Eagle's Torch. And with that, we could go ahead and just teleport out of here. Or warp, depending. We're leveled up with warp, so this should... Oh, actually, no, it won't. We need... That'll only take us to the previous floor, so let's use teleport to get completely out of here. Very nice. And now with us here at the world map, we can just go ahead and head in. And use the Eagle's Torch. Like so. And now we have the Sunfire as a key item. Probably need to rest at an end. Now, if you remember, back in Salamand... Oh, hang on. Cutscene approaching. As we exit. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's the Dreadnought. And it looks like it has captured the airship. That could be bad. So, I don't think we'll be taking the airship to the Dreadnought. Now, let's look at the world map here real quick. There was, I believe, someone said in Salaman that there was a chocobo nearby. So let's look. We keep going, I believe, south. You'll see right here highlighted is a little orchard, kind of. We'll head into the Chocobo Forest, and we have the iconic Chocobo music playing, and we're gonna just find a Chocobo. And we're gonna use the Chocobo to take us back to Poft, so we can easily skip battles doing this and just head all the way over there. So we're gonna take the long journey back all the way. The music will get repetitive. This was before they added like that second part of the song that's kind of iconic. It was just literally, this is like a 15-second jingle. And we're here at Poft. We're going to head back to Paloom from here. I'm going to actually stay at the inn while we're here because I did mention that I wanted to do that. It's going to cost us 747 gil. We can easily afford that at this point in time. And off we go to Paloom. I think while we're in Paloom, we'll take a chance and see if the NPCs have anything new to tell us. Obviously not that guy. He's just going to try to sell some stuff. Did the Empire really capture Princess Hilda? Uh-oh. Maybe I ought to join the Imperial Army while there's still time. What about this guy back here? He says they be saying the Empire's captured the princess and Sid's airship, lock, stock, and barrel. Okay. But we should probably head back to Altair then and verify this for ourselves, but it certainly sounds like Princess Hilda's been captured along with the airship. And we obviously saw the airship get captured in the cutscene, so I have no reason to not believe the people who are saying Hilda got captured as well. I think we should take that at face value. But since we're so close by, it never hurts to check ourselves. Let's head into the hideout. Well, the throne is empty. I've just received word that the Dreadnought is heading somewhere north of Finn, okay? The princess was captured and this is all your fault. You blow up the Dreadnought, you couldn't blow your way out of a cloth sack. I don't like this wizard dude. Sid's airship has been captured by the Dreadnought and the princess with it. Okay, so this is confirmed now. Let's keep talking to people here and see if we can get a little bit more information. The princess felt badly about always sending you out on such dangerous assignments, as she should. She thought the least she could do was to meet you at Kashuan Keep on Sid's airship. That's right, she was supposed to meet us there. Okay. Please rescue my daughter. Can we show him the Sunfire? He doesn't care what are these. You must rescue the princess. We're on it, buddy. We're on it. It looks like the princess is trapped inside a Dreadnought. Please, you must rescue her. Okay. It appears the Empire has a supply base far to the north of Finn. The Dreadnought may be locked there now. He's crying about the princess. That's the Sunfire of Kashuan. Okay, so he's impressed. If the Dreadnought attacks again, we're finished. Use that Sunfire to blow up the Dreadnought. You gotta save Princess Hilda. The princess left on Sid's airship to meet you at Kashuan. Okay. I tried to stop the princess. Okay, to think you did nothing. Okay, so we've got the gist here. The gist is we need to head to the Dreadnought. I think that's really our only option. So the Dreadnought is, we don't have a good way to get to it. And what I mean by that is we're going to be walking for a little bit. This is a pretty significant walk we'll be doing. We will definitely encounter enemies. I think we're pretty well prepared, but we may encounter some challenges. So we're going to just start heading north and northwest. Remember I told you that isthmus, that connect the landmass that goes, you know, to the upper left here and lower right? It's like basically in the middle of that. So we just have to essentially head northwest and keep going until we find the Dreadnought. It will be very difficult to miss. The question is, will we be able to survive the trip there? I think we easily will, but that's what makes it exciting. Yeah, there's Gatria. You remember Finn is obviously on the other side of that river. We will not be stopping there right now. Now, we could also take a chocobo by just basically going back to where we were at Kashuan Keep and then heading southeast, but that would mean we would have to backtrack all the way to Poft first to get the airship, so... Or actually, no, the airship's gone, so we would be making that walk anyway. Okay, we're starting to see some different monster groupings, which is nice. A little change of pace, but we're obviously in an area of the map we have not yet been in. Most of these we have seen in Kashuan Keep, however. We just have not seen them in the overworld. And we got a sleep tome, so at some point, probably closer to the end of this episode or maybe the beginning of the next, we may decide we want to use that and the blind tome that we got and teach them to somebody in our party. I'll have to look. I had a plan for that, but I have not. I don't have it up right now. Like I actually, yes, planned out like their magic spells in advance because, you know, I like to do things like that. Make things a little bit more efficient. I would never, no one is expecting if you're playing this game for the first time that you're going to do any of this stuff like power level. Like it's obviously not the intended way to play the game. I've played it so many times. There's a new one, a magician, that honestly, I don't know. I like the grindiness of it. I like to level up stuff and be powerful and almighty. We should be getting, I won't say close. I mean, we might be close. Some more gil for us. And... oh, I think it's just up ahead. I think these magicians can drop magic spell tomes as well. So that could save us some money or even make us some money later on. One thing I did not buy is like a tent or a cottage so that we can, you know, heal up appropriately before this area. There is the Dreadnought. Welcome. Take care of these land turtles before we head inside. And yeah, wish us luck here. This is going to be an interesting time. I'm sure we'll find treasures and story progression. Ooh, Gordon took a pretty big hit there. Just let me make sure. Do I have a tent or cottage or anything? No. But plenty of people know the cure spell. So we'll just use that a couple of times there and we should be good to go. Inward. All right, so you actually have a choice here. We encounter this guard as we enter the Dreadnought. He says, well, what do you want? We can actually fight this guy if we wanted to. And honestly, we're leveled up enough to where we could probably win that battle. But we're going to be fighting enough battles. So let's go ahead and just show him the pass that we got earlier. He says, oh, I'm terribly sorry. Welcome aboard. So, but we still don't want to interact with the other, like, people. This is kind of like a Finn situation. We don't want to interact with anyone that looks like they could be an Imperial, basically. He says, well, it's time for the next watch, if you'll excuse me. And then he heads off. Let's take a look at the map. All right, so, let's see. I'm looking at the walkthrough. Says, okay, there's some hidden walls here, so I'm kind of looking. It says directly east from the guy you should have passed through to F. To get to the, okay, so yeah, so I think we do want to head that way, if I'm reading this correctly. Okay, we will be fighting just random encounters here. It's not any different than any other dungeon we've been in. We just don't want to give ourselves more trouble by talking to these guards. So we're going to continue on. 25 there. And we'll just give them kind of a wide berth. Please move. Oh, come on, man. It's ridiculous. Come on, dude. Don't make me fight. Oh, my God. Hey, I need in there. All right, we're gonna fight this guy. I hate to do this, but we kind of have to because he's not getting out of the way. Hopefully, this is not a huge mistake. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. I think magic is going to be the way we kill this guy anyway. Finally, a real battle. As long as he's not attacking like our main guys, it seems like we're in pretty good shape. Okay. Wow, we even got the boss battle animation. Alright, that was kind of ridiculous. Well, Gordon's spear and shield leveled up, so that's... Oh, he's still in our way? Jeez. Okay, come on. This is absolutely ridiculous. So we did that basically for nothing. Alright, so there's a secret wall here. We have a monster in a box trap. I'm not messing with you guys, so we'll just do... big old fire spell and maybe a big old thunder spell. Will either of those do anything? Guys, Gordon's dead again. These guys are not messing around. There has to be a good item here, we would hope. Nice hit, Gordon. Ooh, a Thunder Tome and a Berserk Tome and the Sleep Blade. Which, yeah, we're gonna get that going right now. Now that we're getting some, let me make sure everyone has a shield on them. We're getting some pretty good weaponry, it seems like. So I like that a lot. Let's head back up to the first floor. And, waiting for this guy to get out of my way. So the Sleep Blade, I assume, is going to put some people to sleep for us, which will be nice. Gordon's paralyzed and weak with health. We're just going to let him suffer. Again, he's not crucial to our party, necessarily. We will not be keeping him long term. There's 600 gil for us. This is a lot of winding paths that I have to be mindful of in this dungeon. I think we want to go to that door that's behind that wall there. Nice hit on that mine. Very good indeed. Getting ambushed more than I would expect. Uh-oh, they've casted blind on us, so it may actually be useful to cast a spell here. Just because I can see our attacks missing a lot. And now we will have to cast Asuna. We might as well cast... Wow, I'm actually using way more magic than I thought I would. Which is not a huge deal, but you gotta remember, we've leveled up our magic so much that honestly, like, it's costing more. Every time you level it up, it's 1 more MP. Oh, we just took a big self-destruct hit from that guy. That's why you gotta be careful with those people, those mines and balloons. All right. All right, let's see here. We're going. Okay, so this walkthrough does not have a map, so I'm literally going off of you know, like text instructions. It's old school like that, baby. That's what it is. We're okay with that. The enemies are definitely stronger than we've been facing. I see Hilda, it looks like. Oh yeah, we're gonna want to attack these guys with some fire spells. Definitely don't want to self-destruct to pop off. Don't want to risk that. We got a high potion, and we got a normal potion. And let's head back to that fork. I see 2 more chests that we could potentially get. Werepanthers. Are these guys poisonous? They probably are. Luckily, that means they're physical attackers, and we've leveled our shields up so much it probably doesn't matter a whole lot. Now, I know what you're asking, John. Are you going to play every Final Fantasy game like this where you just power level? There will be some that we won't really be able to do that. There will be some where I think the battles are going to feel a little bit more natural, for sure. Because I would say as the series progresses, you know, they do get better at taking away opportunities for you to break the game. Now, there are some Final Fantasies that are absolutely notorious for it. This one is one of them. I would say Final Fantasy VIII is up there as well, as far as letting you be able to break the game. We have a dark bow. That's going to be better for someone. Let's find out who. I'm just optimizing right now. Okay, no one wants the dark bow, I guess. I mean, we could manually equip it. It doesn't really matter, but there's no reason to right now. Okay, we got the dark bow. I think we know where we need to go next. It's where this chest is that we can clearly see. More. Oh, these are the paralyzing big brother to the were-rat, the stunners. They look like the freaking Cheshire cat. More like the Cheshire rat. Am I right? Okay. Oh yeah, cast fire. We have a lot of gil right now, almost 30,000. And we got a pair of Thief's Gloves, which, yeah, we're gonna... What do those do, by the way? Let's find out. Oh, they add a lot of agility. They're very good to have. All right, can we rescue Hilda and Sid over here? We're gonna head that direction. Now, we won't be able to come back to this dungeon, like, not that we would, but we ideally don't want to miss anything. So we just opened the iron gate. That was easy. I didn't think we had a key or anything. Let's talk to Hilda. She says, Furion, I meant to meet you at Kashuan Keep, but things didn't go as planned. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming to rescue me. Okay, and Sid says, let's save the thank yous for later. I'll head for the airship with the princess. You find that engine and toss the Sunfire in. Got it? I'm going to get the airship ready for takeoff, and I don't plan on waiting around long. Okay. And with that, they are off. Okay. Now, we are not done here by any stretch of the imagination. We are going to go ahead and head back to the first floor, though. Which actually, can I use... We are not able to use warp or teleport here. So that just tells me that the entrance is basically blocked, which it is. We have to finish this. Means this can get a little bit interesting when you start running out of health, magic. We're pretty well equipped, but it is something, you know, we will ideally not want to keep running into groups of like 8 zombie things at once, because that's going to go through our magic stock very quickly. These ones will just attack normally. All right. Now we're back on the main floor, so we want to head all the way down to those steps in the lower right. In order to do that, we do need to curve around quite a bit. Oh, nice. Taking those out without having to expend any magic is lovely. I haven't seen the Sleep Blade actually put anyone to sleep yet. We just hit over 1,000 hit point max with Guy. That's cool. Yeah, you can see the entrance is blocked off. That's actually the Dark Knight. Not Batman, but the Dark Knight that we've been talking about this entire game. Couple Were-Panthers. The steps are in sight. More gas. Alright, here we are on the 3rd floor. Not much to do here except go around. You can kind of see people milling about what appears to be the engine room or some kind of maintenance area below us. We don't need to interact with them. We just need to keep going. So that's what we'll do. Making great progress here. The encounter rate, again, seems very high. I am going to go ahead and use magic on this combination just because it could be pretty lethal if we don't kill them quickly. I mean, we're still over 200 magic points on our main casters. I think that's fine. Same here. All right. Now onto the 5th floor. I see 4 chests. We want those. Yeah, we do. Oh, we have a Hill Gigas. These guys are pretty beefy. I think they have like close to 800 hit points. And yeah, we're gonna have to potentially use magic on these guys. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting them to soak up that much damage. Hopefully we don't run into a bunch of these because we're going to go through magic very quickly if we do. We did get a pair of Giant's gloves, though. What do those do? I assume they give us way more strength. Okay, I don't hate that. Oh no, some more blind. We're gonna have to use Asuna to get rid of that. I just used it 4 individual times to level it up a little bit quicker, even though I should probably just use it on everyone at once and conserve the MP. We're getting close to the end of this dungeon, so I think we'll be okay. I do want to grab these chests, though, first. Yep. We got a trident. We got a main gauge. We got monsters. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, you know the drill. We're gonna be... Cast Thunder on this guy. Seems to be the play. The other two are pretty trivial. Oh, and we got a Thunder Tome back. We got an Ice Shield, and we got the Giant's Helm. All right. Let's let's start equipping some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and equip the Ice Shield there. Golden Shield. Mithril Shield. That seems pretty good. Okay. Let's head to the middle of the room now. Oh, this is not good. Miss. 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 Okay. Oh, that leaves a mark. I'll tell you what, not a good, let's go ahead and use our cure spell here. 'Cause we're getting probably where there's going to be like a boss battle or something happening soon. We want to be prepared for sure. All right, now our final big challenge here coming up. This is a maze of sorts. It looks pretty straightforward. We need to get to the middle. We can fight our way through them, but I think I'd rather take the intended path, which is going to be, let's see, east. Or each fork starting from right when you enter the door floor, go east, north, north. Okay, I see what you mean. Hopefully we're going the right way, because this is very confusing how they worded this. Looks like we're blinded again. Great. Okay, that time I only casted it once, because... I think we have to go, like, literally all the way around for this first part. It says you can fight these guys, but, like, when we fought that one dude, he didn't disappear, so I don't know if I really want to waste time doing that just to take a small shortcut. I think we just follow the path as nature intended us to do so. That takes care of those guys. Yeah, we should be getting real close. Oh, Helldivers. I tried playing the Helldivers game. My buddy Brad actually got me a copy of it, which I'm very thankful for. I've tried to get into it. I've had a hard time. Helldivers 2, that is. I've had a hard time getting into it. I just... For some reason, those types of games, there's just so much going on, and I don't know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm gonna give it another shot here soon. I've been looking up some stuff about it. I got so many games people are wanting me to try too, and it's like... I'm sitting here playing games from like 30 years ago. Oh, and Balatro. That's the only exception. Alright, we made it here to the... what I believe will be the engine room. I don't remember if there's a boss battle here or not, but either way, this has definitely been a dungeon. All right, so now we found the Dreadnought's engine. Let's use the Sunfire for a cutscene. Throw it in there, fire it in there. You throw the Sunfire into the engine. And it's the Dark Knight. What have you done? The engine. Maria said, that voice. There's no time, Maria. The ship will blow at any minute. We have to get to Sid's airship. So they run off. Maria obviously thinks that the Dark Knight's voice is familiar. I don't know what that could mean. But I'm sure we'll find out later on. And so our characters are running as fast as they possibly can through every floor that we just went into. This is all being done automatically. This is a cutscene. I don't have to do anything. I guess they're just trying to make it feel like, oh, are they going to make it? All right, and it looks like the airship has escaped. The Dreadnought is no more. Surely we've beat the game then, right? No. The airship is taking us somewhere. Let's see. Where? Oh, there's a cave up there. Might have to check that out at some point, assuming we have a way to get there. And starting to look like a familiar-ish area, maybe. Yep, we're back at Altair. Very nice. We're back home, everybody. All right, so let's check in with everybody back at the base. We'll start here. Oh, Hilda's not there yet. It's just terrible. The king's condition has taken a sudden turn for the worse. Okay. Blew up the Dreadnought. I always knew you had it in you. No, you didn't, old man. You doubted us. It's just terrible. The king's... Okay. So the king is not doing well. Everyone's talking about it. Like, they're literally saying the same things. The princess is safe and well, which the same was true of the king. Okay, everyone's saying, like, the exact same 2 or 3 things. So, before we check in with the king, is Hilda around? Like... Where are you at, girl? Oh, there she is. And she says, he. Okay, that's strange. All right. So that was not useful at all. Let's talk to the king. I have a feeling Gordon's gonna be out of here soon. So let's just strip him completely naked, and then we'll head in here. And it looks like automatically we approach the king. And he says, Gordon, Minwoo, and Furion, I have one last request to ask of each of you. Please listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. I want you to lead our army. Do all you can to help Hilda. And he says, my liege, I swear it on my very life. The king addresses Minwoo and says, you know of the legend. The legend speaks of the ultimate magic that was sealed away. The seal may only be broken when the world stands at the brink of destruction. I believe that time has come. Do you agree? And Minwoo does agree. That time to break the seal binding the ultimatum is upon us. And then to us, Furion, he says, I would have you go to Deist, home of the Dragoons. I was told that all of the Dragoons were slain in an attack by the Empire. Yet I refuse to believe there are no survivors in so noble of a group. If we are to stand against the might of the Empire, I am convinced we will need the Dragoons and their wyverns. If you combine your efforts, the day of our victory will come. This I ask of each of you. Take care of Hilda. And then the soldiers cry out, Your Majesty, and he's dead. All right, Gordon says we should save our tears for another time. We must carry out the king's last wishes. We each have our duties. Let them not go unfulfilled. So Gordon is no longer emo and is just leading the army now. So that's cool. Very nice. All right, let's talk to everyone again. We've lost our king. Deist, you say it's an island kingdom located in the sea east of the snow plains. To get there, you'll have to take a ship from Paloom and sail south. I want to ride a wyvern and fly through the air. Yeah, I was talking about, earlier when I was talking about Deist, I actually meant Bafsk. Deist is a whole different place that we're going to be going to. His Majesty's passed away, hasn't he? So they know. I'm reading the room and they know. They know what's up. I think we need to learn some stuff from Gordon, though. When the Emperor first moved against Deist, we dismissed the attack as a mere skirmish, but the Emperor feared the power of the Dragoons. He meant to wipe them out. What are Dragoons, you might say? He said, some say the Dragoons can speak the language of the wyverns. What are wyverns, you might ask? If you go to Deist, you may find wyverns that yet live. A wyvern would make for a most advantageous ally. You should visit the port of Paloom and seek out a ship to take you to Deist. Okay, great. Can we ever get our own transportation? This is starting to feel very Games of Thrones-ish now. We're talking about wyverns and dragons and, you know, the end of the world is upon us. And I've never watched or read it. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like to me as someone who only kind of tangentially knows what that is. Anyway, let's head over to Paloom as suggested. I'm gonna stop at the inn first, probably a good idea. All right, let's do that. Sweet dreams. You got it. All right, and off we go. We're all geared up. It's just the three of us again. We can make it if we try. Try we shall. Now, the ship was only able to take us between Paloom and Poft, so we'll have to see what's going on here. Luckily for us, there's a new person here. Let's talk to her. She says, "You be looking for passage to Deist, are ye? Will this be your lucky day?" All right, sounds suspicious. "Just so happens me ship was about to leave for Deist. Be ye wanting a ride?" Please speak normally. Maria said, "Doesn't this seem a little too convenient?" And we say maybe it is, but there aren't any other ships going to Deist. We're going to have to trust her. And she says her name's Layla. She'll be waiting outside the city for us, and that the weigh anchor as soon as we're set to go, and then she walks off. Okay. Let's head on to this slightly different looking ship to the east. Of course, there's bugs that we have to take care of first. And let's head to East. And now a cutscene on the ship. We are being surrounded. Layla says, trust in pirates doesn't say much for the space you got between your ears. We'll spare you your lives, but your loot be ours now. Well, that sucks. And then she said, what's this? It's a fight you be wanting. You really are stupid. Get 'em, boys. And in what is probably a callback to Final Fantasy I, we have to fight some pirates before we can control this ship. So let's go ahead and do that. They shouldn't be too much trouble. There's 8 of them. We've already whittled those numbers down to 6. The Sleep Blade is not really doing a whole bunch of damage, nor is it putting people to sleep, and I'm regretting equipping it for this battle. Oh, and we get a whopping 3,000 gil. Wow, okay. That backs him off, and she says, enough. I know when I'm beat. Go on then, do what you're going to do and be done with it. And it looks like the 3 are going to talk amongst themselves here. And she inquires what we're up to. You want to fight the Empire together? A bunch of outcasts like us fighting right alongside the likes of you. I'm not going to do the pirate voice, I'm sorry. And just like that, she likes the sound of that, orders her sailors to their posts. Whether it be East or the edge of the world, we'll get you there. And she joins our party. We got a pirate. We own a pirate ship. Fantastic. So Gordon's gone. He's ruling the army. And we are going to end this episode conveniently in the middle of the ocean. But now with the ship that we can control, which is amazing. So we are making really good progress here on Final Fantasy II. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure to subscribe. More episodes incoming. And I'll politely do all of my boring, grindy stuff off screen so you don't have to witness it. Have a great day.